This video, we are going to figure out how to use point-slope form. So, here we have a problem. Write the equation of a line with the slope of 2 that passes through -4, -2. So the great thing about point-slope form, it's pretty self-explanatory. And you're given a slope. You're going to use point-slope form to figure out the equation. So first thing we're going to write down is the equation for point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now I'm going to label my actual points. I'm going to label x and y. So this one is x1 and this one is y1. Once again, the reason I use 1 is because that's the first point. That's actually the only point we have. So after my points are labeled, I'm going to simply plug in what we know. They told me that slope, which I already know is another word for m, is 2. So in my equation, I'm going to replace m with 2. So y minus y1 is equal to 2 times x minus x1. All I did was sub in the 2 for slope. Now, I'm going to use these point values to sub in for x1 and y1. So now when I write it, it's going to be y minus y1 is -2 is equal to, our 2 stays there. But now we're going to have x minus -4. I forgot my sign, sorry. So x minus -4. Now, I use parentheses to show what I'm actually plugging in. So here, I use parentheses to show that's what I'm plugging in for y1, and I use another set of parentheses to show that's what I'm using for x1. So that's how I show that's what I'm inputting. Same exact equation, but now I actually put in numbers for y1 and x1. So now it's just to solve. Once we have solved this equation, it's going to be written in slope-intercept form, and that's the simplest form we can get. So, negative and a negative, that is going to change into y plus 2. Now, for those of you that are like, wait, where did that come from? Now here, remember, outside this parentheses is an invisible 1. When you do -1 times -2, remember, negative times a negative is a positive. So that becomes a positive 2. Equals 2 times x, which gives me 2x, minus 2 times -4. So 2 times -4 is a -8. Okay? So here, these two signs are going to become positive, because just like I explained here, negative times a negative is a positive. These two signs are going to become a positive 8. So I'm just going to bring down the rest of my equation. And don't let the negatives fool you. Up here, we could have changed those two to a positive, so it still would have came out the same. So we're almost done. All we have to do to get y by itself now is to get rid of this plus 2. So the opposite of plus 2 is -2 on both sides. Those two are going to cancel out. So you're left with y equals 2x. 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. So my equation of a line with a slope of 2 that passes through that point is y equals 2x plus 6. Now before we think, okay, we're done, let's just finish, let's double check our answer. They gave me an x and a y value. I'm going to plug those two into my equation to see if it comes out to be true. So, if y is -2. So here, I'm going to just write the equation that I got in my answer. Y equals 2x plus 6. So I'm going to plug in negative 2 for y. So negative 2 is equal to negative 4 is going to be plugged in for x. So 2 times negative 4 plus 6. Okay? So here, all I did was take the original points they gave me and plug them in for y and x into the equation that I got. This is just going to double check and make sure it's correct. So 2 times negative 4 is equal to a negative 8. Bring down the plus 6 and the minus 2. So on this side I have minus 2 equals negative 8 plus 6 is negative 2. And because negative 2 is equal to negative 2, this comes out to be true. So I know that my answer has a slope of 2 and it satisfies that point. So that answer is correct.